What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, the dual commentator. We got TR Trainer 1849 versus Pitbull 1691. It is my personal belief that TR Trainer has by far the hypest deck on all of Dueling Network. I love it. You guys will just have to see what it is. He opened up with card D, and it looks like he's going back to the well with another card D. He took Artifact Ignition with Duality. I assume his opponent played Mermillo, took a bottomless trap hole, probably set said bottomless trap hole. And TR Trainer is, I mean, he's not in a light point lead, but he has, what, 5 in the hand, 4 on board, that's 9. So, I mean, he's got tons and tons of cards. I would assume a couple of these are probably artifacts. And it looks like he's going to summon Ice Hand. Or Pitbull is going to summon Ice Hand. And then TR Trainer responds with Artifact Ignition, then TT. He's going to activate Artifact Ignition's effect. So, Ice Hand misses timing because the last thing that happened was actually Artifact Ignition putting Merotech on field. You see Pitbull is going to activate a Duality for... Okay, so he's going to take Mind Crush. And this is basically... This looks like just straight H.A.T. And TR Trainer is running more or less just pure artifacts. I think there's probably a couple of them down there. He might be waiting to use a Sanctum or something like that. Pitbull just sets 1. Now, the thing about TR Trainer's deck is he doesn't have a ton of monsters he can just summon and beat you down with. So, you know, there's that. Like, he plays 3 card D and stuff like that. So, obviously, Breakthrough Skill is the fucking nuts against his deck. He sets 1 so that he doesn't have to discard. Still has 6 in hand, 4 on board, that's 10. Versus his opponent's 6. He activates Upstart, giving him a little bit of life points. I don't like Upstart Goblin as a card. I just don't. Alright, card D. I thought he'd respond to that. If you're already up in advantage, especially like 2 or 3 cards, you don't want your opponent coming back potentially. I think you'll take a -1 to get rid of card D, because once you've negated its effect with a book or a breakthrough skill, it's no longer a threat. It can be on board, but your opponent can't exceed with it. They can't really do much attacking with it. It's just pretty much dead weight. So TR Trainer sets 2 more in his back row, sets a monster. As a guess what that monster is, I honestly don't have any guesses, because I don't think he plays hands. So I really couldn't guess what that monster is. Now Pitbull sets 1, that might be a hand monster. He plays something really weird. It's a really weird level 4. I want you guys to just see it, and then I'll talk about it. Alright, so Nightmare gets blasted by MST. A second MST comes down. Holy shit, Pitbull cannot keep stuff in his back row, for real. And it doesn't look like he's playing any artifacts, because he hasn't hit an artifact yet, and TR Trainer's just been blasting away at his back row like left and right. So, I mean, I don't think he's gonna chain. Even if it was called a Haunted, he doesn't have anything in his deck that, or he doesn't have anything in his graveyard that would actually do anything. All right, so it is that Mind Crush that he dualitied for. I didn't think he wanted to just be like, I don't know. It's Magician of Faith. Holy crap. So he plays Magician of Faith. And then he Dark Holes. Nice. Fire Hand goes down. So does card D. Damn. That was a pro Dark Hole. Magician of Faith. That was... Oh my god. We saw Magician of Faith sighting. Who runs that? By the way, I did not know he ran Magician of Faith either. The card that I'm talking... There it is. Fucking motherfucking StarDrawings, son. StarDrawing Beatdown, the cutest card ever. Oh snap, Gores. Gores is like, yeah, I ain't having that. I'm telling you, I love Gores right now. I'm about to fucking run Gores and Boojins, like for real. Now, obviously he got the ignition, so that just there will be no back row in Pitbull's. There will be no back row in his Spell Trap Zone this game. All right, so it looks like Ice Hand's gonna try and ram. Gores goes to attack mode. Everything goes to attack mode. Fuck it. Everything just goes to attack mode. He's going to run into Star Eating. He's going to run into StarDrawing. And it looks like he hit the Merotech with Artifact Ignition. Artifact Ignition is going to come out. It's going to pop Gores. Alright. You know what? I think he might have nothing but fucking artifacts in his back row. Like, for real. He might have nothing but artifacts in his back row. Except maybe not Megatech, which he obviously has now. So he's going to try and pop one, and that's the orange one. That's what I thought. I thought that he had nothing in this fucking back row but artifacts. Because there's no reason that he would have just did that to hit Gores. And I guess you attack StarDrawing and then just kill Maritek, right? Okay, so that's what he's going to do. StarDrawing goes down. Nope, he's not going to kill Maritek. He wants to continue his train of hand monsters. I hope he has another ice hand. Wow, he totally doesn't. Okay, so that's the end of that train of monsters. It was pretty short. Like fucking one car, you know what I mean? So, I probably would have took out the one that could have killed my monster, because yeah, your token's only at what's it called? Your token's only at 1600, so I probably would have took out Maritek with the fire hand effect. If this is another Magician of Faith, I'm gonna fucking flip out. So Ice Hand was in his hand, obviously. Hand in hand combat. Alright, so he attacks Maritek. I think he's gonna hit another artifact. I really do. So he's gonna use the effect. Oh, he gets called a haunted. Alright, finally. He didn't hit an artifact. Okay, down comes Fire Hand. Fire Hand's going to attack. Face down. Magician of Faith. Mask of Darkness. Oh my god. Is this 2002? Is this really 2002? I don't even know what to call this deck. Magician of Faith artifacts. Alright, so despite the fact that he has been getting his field constantly hand, TR Trainer still has like way more cards than his opponent. You know what I mean? He's still plus fucking 4 at this point. And it's because he's completely killed Pitbull's back row. He just hasn't been able to use any. Okay, now it looks like Pitbull is finally going to be able to recover some advantage. He can put, what, Ice Hand, Fire Hand, and Gores back in his deck, and that's 3 types right there. Not to mention he had Murmillo too, so that was another card you could have just used. Alright, so he draws 2. He's closing in on advantage. He's still neg 2, but it's all good. And I imagine he wants to be able to continue to use Ice and Fire Hand. A Duality comes down for evac. That's no good. Debunk is probably good. Nightmare is probably even better than Debunk, honestly. Okay, so he takes evac. And that's good because, you know, it can bounce a monster or whatever. Alright, so down comes Murmillo. She's probably going to add that Nightmare that he just saw from the Duality, so obviously that's why he didn't take Trap Trick's Nightmare. Okay, so he gets 2 for the price of 1 on the Duality. I expect the Call of the Haunted to be used there. Yep. Oh, okay. He gets the, okay, so he's going to get the, oh, okay, so he gets the yellow one, and I guess just going to crash both. Now, Pitbull's going to set, and he's probably going to immediately get hit with Artifact Ignition. Now, TR Trainer was obviously setting up for a bigger play there. Wait, why would he do that? Because he's still under Maxx C. Unless he's trying to go for game. Yeah, I guess he's just trying to go for game. I don't necessarily agree with this, what TR Trainer is doing. If he has like a wiretap, so be it. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I don't know. Now, I know that TR Trainer will actually get some cards because the yellow guy lets you draw. So, Pitbull draws 1. Everybody's just drawing tons of cards at this point. TR Trainer draws 2. And it looks like everybody on TR Trainer's field is just going to attack, attack, attack. Now, he knows the cards his opponent probably has down. So he should be able to counter them accordingly. I just would have waited until he didn't have Maxx C. I just would have waited another turn. I have 84 fucking hundred life points. You know what I mean? Alright, so we see a Compulse. And since your opponent has Nightmare set, I imagine you just... Oh, never mind. Okay. He goes for Evac, which is probably the best card. MST and... a Maritek. Alright, so he's going to take, instead of taking Evac or Murotech, which he has a Murotech in his hand, so he wouldn't take that. He's just going to take MST. He's going to set 2. And I think he just Tribute Summoned. Now, if his opponent has Nightmare set, wouldn't you just go for Polites and not activate the effect? And then the Nightmare essentially becomes worthless? And you still have, like, you could have had Nightmare plus Evac. That's 2 ways to stop summons. I feel like that's pretty much just a good game. Although, you know what? I think I might have even went Terrace at that point. Because Terrace would protect itself from the Nightmare from being destroyed anyway. Well, its effect is negated, so I don't know if it's actually, yeah, I think it might actually still be destroyed. I don't know about that. Alright, so Pitbull activates another Dichotomy. He might actually be up an advantage at this point. 1 on field. Okay, so we'll wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards total to TR Trainer 6. Yeah, that Maxx C, he gave him way too many cards from that Maxx C. I wouldn't have done that. Now, TR Trainer is at an absurd 9,400 life points, so Pitbull is going to have to, like, special summon a fucking ton, basically, to get his ass down. Pitbull's looking at his graveyard. Maybe he drew a Call of the Haunted or a Soul Charge. Soul Charge would be awful right now because he can only get 1 monster. Murmillo can, I guess, pop a card or something like that. Okay, he does have Soul Charge. And he goes for Murmillo. Why am I not playing this? Apparently, everything I say just happens. So Murmillo is going to activate its effect. And, well, yeah, okay, so now he is going to declare the Murmillo effect. And he's just going to use Nightmare on Murmillo, so if she dies. Or maybe he isn't. He might, you know what? He might want something to attack into. I'd use Trap Trick, Trapple Nightmare on the Murmillo. Yeah, you know what? He might want something to attack into in case he, like, wants to set a hand monster or something like that. But then he could just go into Polites. If you know this is a Nightmare, that's not that difficult to go around. You can go into Polites and go into Gaia Dragon and just attack. And Gaia Dragon just does piercing damage. You only need to do fucking 500. And Nightmare doesn't do shit against Gaia Dragon. And you have the MST, so, you know, that's a thing, too. Now, Pitbull can attack. Obviously, he used Dichotomy and Soul Charge, so. That's the only thing I can think of, is that TR Trainer wanted Pitbull to have a monster on board. Holy shit, son, what are you going to do? Yeah. He didn't take Compulse, he took MSC. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I said take Compulse, but I'm pretty sure he took Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, I guess, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe I missed it. He's still looking at his extra deck. If you're scared of Compulse, just make a Luminescent Knight. Like, this is not that complicated. Unless a Luminescent Knight, I think, is all cards. I don't think it's just monster effects. So MST is used on the face down. And I expect a flip summon. Any XC will win him the game. All he has to do is just attack. He goes for Terrace. He's going to attack into Murmillo. And that's game. Again, even if he would have played that differently and he would have used Nightmare on Murmillo, he still could have went. I mean, I assumed his opponent was just going to set a monster, right? You still could have just succeeded into any level 5, any rank 5, excuse me, and just went into Gaia Dragon, and I'm pretty sure Ice Hand or Fire Hand or whatever the fuck your opponent sets is not going to survive that. 2600 piercing, it's not going to happen. So that's the end of game 1. Star Eater or StarDrawing / Magician of Faith / Mask of Darkness artifacts win over H.A.T. I don't know what to name this deck. I mean, could I say pure artifacts? I guess, but Magician of Faith is actually kind of legit because, man, it's just 3 MSTs with 3 artifact ignitions. That's kind of a bitch to deal with, especially if your opponent isn't running mind control. Like, you know, I would say maybe only 30% of decks are running Mind Control right now. So there's a good chance that, you know, you're not going to get his Magician of Faith effect. And if he's playing artifacts and he sets a monster, you might just assume it's a hand monster. You know what I mean? So you might not attack into it. And if you do attack into it, it's pretty much guaranteed to go off, but you might not attack into it. Magician of Faith, she's what, 300 attack, 200 defense. So she's got to be about a level 2 or a level 1. That can't be a level 3. That attack is too low to be a level 3. There's no way Magician of Faith is a level 3. I'm going to say she's a level 2. Because if she's a level 1, I felt like it would have been on my radar more. I think she's a level 2. I'm just going to guess. Alright, so Pitbull opens up with 2 cards in his back row. Play goes to TR Trainer, who dualities for MegaTech, Ignition, and Bottomless. He takes Ignition. Bottomless doesn't seem that good against Pitbull. Mainly because Mermello is immune to it, and Ice Hand just ducks under it. So it's like, okay, it's Fire Hand, that's pretty much it. He takes Ignition regardless, because it's a +1, as long as you don't hit an artifact. And he sets 5 in the back row, and then sets 1. Watch that be Magician of Faith. To get that duality back. Cyber Dragon, holy fuck, this is 2002, isn't it? No, I think Cyber Dragon came out later than that. Ah, Banisher of Radiance. Old school Yu-Gi-Ohs. Solemn Warning on the Banisher, because we want our artifacts to be summoned. I think Cybernetic Revolution came out, Lord, I'm going to say like 2006, like early 2006, I would just guess off the top of my head. I remember when this motherfucker was $40 and he single-handedly killed Vampire Lord. I was like, no, Vampire Lord, you were so good. And Cyber Dragon was like, no, he's not. Oh, 1-for-1 D-Prison. 1-for-1s are still good, people. Alright, so Cyber Dragon and Banisher of the Radiance both die. And at Pitbull, if you have a breakthrough skill, you had better use it when he flip summons that monster. Breakthrough skill is so good against artifact-based decks, you don't even know. Oh, okay, I guess it's not a flip effect. Okay, maybe I should just shut up. I guess it is. It's Mask of Darkness. And he Solemn Warns a Mask of Darkness. He didn't want him getting his own Solemn Warning back. That's crazy. End-phase MST for the Ignition. So, the effect is going to trigger. That means what? Like, Pitbull can't attack next turn, right? I think that's what it means. If this card is destroyed in its owner's possession by an opponent's card effect, skips their next battle phase. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, Ice Hand is put in attack mode, despite the fact he has no battle phase. He probably meant to set that. Artifact Ignition is triggered on Pitbull's only back row. It's Book of Moon, so he's going to book it, so I guess that works. And then he's going to get the orange one, whose name I don't totally know. Cadmus? It's Cadmus, like Homegirl from what's it called? Homegirl from the Hunger Games. I like those movies, by the way. Just random fact. Alright, so anyways, it looks like he's going to activate another Ignition. And he's going to get Cadmus. Cadmus Aberdeen. That's this card's new name. Oh, we're going to see a Maxx C used on MegaCapitalG. TR Training don't give a fuck. He's like, take all the cards you want. Why does TR Trainer not care about Maxx C? He doesn't give a fuck, you know. Oh my god, he does not give a fuck. I mean, this is just like game 1 where they're just drawing cards for days. So TR Trainer is going to draw. He's going to draw 2. No, I'm sorry, he draws 1. And then he gets his second from his draw phase. He's going to exceed. I would just guess he's going to exceed into Pilates and bounce the Ice Hand to his opponent's hand. And then he'll attack for whatever 25 plus 16, what's that, 41? That will only put his opponent, in territory where he can only once again get one monster from Soul Charge, which quite frankly I'm not sure he has anything good in his graveyard anyway. Unless he has some way of gaming him that I don't know about. So okay, yeah, he goes for Pilates. Alright, so he doesn't bounce. He's just going to keep both effects. I probably would have bounced there. Just because, personally, I feel like, well, I guess he wanted to set cards in his back row, so there's that. Romero's effect is used. I'd bounce that bitch. Because I don't want you attacking my cat, Miss Everdeen. So that gets Trap Trick, Chapeau Nightmare. It attacks. Yeah, I would bounce it. If you don't have Phil... Oh, never mind. Sanctum. Will Pitbull respond with another Maxx C? He will not. Murder Attack comes out. And... Oh, wow. Cat Miss Everdeen's in it. That's a continuous effect? I did not know that. I thought it was once it was summoned. Wow, that's cool. So, TR Trainer gets a free draw from that. Pitbull sets 3. You gotta bounce one of them. Just randomly bounce something. Alright, one card gets bounced. So, my bounces would be up. And it looks like he's going to attack with everybody. Use No Exceeds here, because you don't want to get torrential. He attacks for 21. Final attack. Police. Dimensional Prison. Use the effect. Bounce. Murder attack? Okay, that's cool, I guess. Not sure what that did, though. He sets 1. And Cat Miss Everdeen is still in attack mode. Here comes Dianara. And that's going to activate its effect. Marmillo's going to pop a Backrow. That's double Cyclone. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, it's going to blow up his Nightmare. And then he's going to use Maratek's effect to blow up Dianara. So yeah, Nightmare goes down. Maratek comes out. Dianara gets... Yep, he gets wrecked. And then he still gets the draw. That's right, he still has this card. He still has Cat Miss Everdeen. Totally forgot about that shit. Damn, so this card has gotten him 3 cards so far. That's legit. That is completely legit. Alright, so Pitbull just sets. I cannot overstate how good Dark Hole is against artifacts. Because they do all of the special summoning during your turn, and then you can just be like, Dark Hole! Especially when they use Beg Attack. So he flip summons Mask of Darkness. And he's gonna get Sanctum. Why not? Because if Sanctum gets MST'd, you pop a monster anyway. It's a plus basically. So Maratek attacks. I guess maybe he's thinking if something gets D-present, he wants to keep his Maratek. So it's a good game. He only need 1 attack to go through. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we'll have more matches very soon.